This video has been a long time coming. Hello, my name is Cahir Curran for anyone who doesn't know me, and if you do know me, then welcome to my YouTube. I feel like this is the start of a very exciting adventure of mine that, to be honest, I have had such resistance to doing for such a long time, but it's time. I'm ready. It's time to show up, and this is the start of it, I guess. So before I begin, this video, plus probably majority of my upcoming videos on YouTube, it's all going to be to do with spirituality, my spiritual journey, all the woo-woo, the magical, the mystical, the unseen experiences that I've been having, and all of the wisdom that I have remembered along the way. And I'm not a guru, I'm not a shaman, I'm not trying to convert anyone into spirituality. I'm just here to speak my truth, to share my own personal experiences on this journey, to help others who are also on this path, who are open to hearing what I have to say. If you are that person who is on this path, or is curious, or is wanting to open their minds to something new, then this page is for you. If you're watching this and you are not open to it at all, or you're going to be judging the things that I have to say, or you're going to be like, what the fuck, Cahir's lost the plot, these videos are not for you, and that's okay. I'm completely now okay with the fact that I'm going to receive judgment, but if you are going to be someone that's going to judge, you don't have to be here. Do you know what I mean? This video is not for you. This page is not for you. I'm a student. I am learning and unlearning every single day, and I just want to bring you guys who are open to it along on this journey with me, and we can probably help each other along the way, you know? Let's get stuck in. Firstly, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of my spiritual journey. This is like scratching the surface, bare minimum, like literally just touching on each thing. In the future, I'm going to be getting stuck deep into all of my different experiences and the journey that I've been on, but we're just going to do a quick rundown. So, my last few years in school and first few years of university, they were the darkest years of my life. I was in such a negative headspace. I was very much so depressed. And I actually seen something recently where it said depression is a sign that you're about to have like a big spiritual breakthrough. And I know, reflecting on my life, that that was definitely the case for me. I had many years where I was in the darkness. I honestly didn't want to be on earth anymore. It was consuming me. I kept attracting so many negative situations into my life, which we don't have to touch on right now, but it wasn't a good time in my life at all. And I am, looking back, grateful for that time because it definitely shaped me into the person I am today. But I basically had a moment where I hit rock bottom. I experienced many different things all at once that were not pleasant, and I decided to pack everything up and leave. So I did that, and a few years later, after traveling about, I was in Ibiza in 2019, and I had my first positive spiritual awakening. I think I might have had one or two before that, but I wasn't aware of it. But this was my first one that I was aware of. So I remember I was dancing, the sun was rising, I was with all my friends, and I honestly had this moment where all this energy was just coming all over me, and it was just pure joy. It felt like freedom. It felt like the first time in my life I was able to be myself, and it was one of the best feelings of my life. It was probably the best moment of my life at that time. And I just kept crying. I was like, oh my God, this is the best moment of my life. It was euphoric. It was incredible. And from that moment, I started picking up on like spiritual quotes and personal development podcasts and following people on social media who were on that path. And I just started going on that journey. Before that, I was raised a Catholic. I had honestly thought it was a load of shit. I was an atheist. I didn't believe in anything. But then after that moment, I was like, oh, something else is going on here. So then I started traveling all around the world. I ended up just randomly in like places that had a lot of spiritual ceremonies and things. Sorry, I've literally just moved back to Ireland from Bali and I have got the cold, so excuse my voice and the sniffles. But yeah, I started traveling all around the world and I just synchronistically ended up in random places that had a lot of like spiritual healing modalities there. I started off with like plant medicine ceremonies in Mexico, which really transformed my life, and we'll talk about them in other videos. Then a few years later, I was traveling around Asia and Bali and Thailand and India and places like that, and really got stuck into like breathwork and ecstatic dancing and yoga and all this here sort of stuff. And that was a really beautiful part at the start of my journey. Then fast forward to whenever I'm living in Koh Phangan in Thailand, which was 2.5 years ago. And I honestly felt like I was living heaven on earth. I literally felt incredible, on such a high vibe. every day was bliss. I was going on adventures. I was doing loads of yoga and sound healings and like ceremonies in this like beautiful yoga place which was beside my house. I was going for swims in the sea. It was just, oh, it was incredible. I wasn't drinking alcohol. I wasn't eating meat. I was doing just things that really lit up my soul every single day, and it just, oh, life was amazing. Then I get called to move back home to Ireland, and when I say called, it was a massive synchronicity. Loads of different things played out, which made me feel like it was time to move back to Ireland, which I never thought I would. Like after I had that rock bottom moment and like ran away from Ireland, I never thought I would return. I never thought I would live here again. But it was like a sure sign in Thailand that it was time to go back. So then I moved home and I slipped back into the older version of myself. I was partying loads, I was doing things which weren't good for me, and I just got into a bit of a rut until one day I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get back to the version I was in Thailand, but here in Ireland. So I started treating Ireland as if I was like living in Thailand, started exploring more, going to loads of spiritual things. I started meeting like minded people. And then I got to a version in Ireland where I felt so grounded, so rooted here that I was just like, oh wow, Ireland is deadly and I don't want to be anywhere else. But see, the second that I got rooted in Ireland, wow, it all started taking off then, let me tell you. It's been about a year and a half now, I'd say, since I was rooted in Ireland. It was actually at Balchina Fire Festival. If you haven't been to Balchina Fire Festival, I would highly recommend it. It's at the start of spring, summer, like start of May, I think. So basically what happened was, if anyone doesn't know what the Kundalini is, I am going to speak about it probably in another video soon enough, I would say, because it's been a massive part of my journey lately. My Kundalini, I feel like, awoken whenever I was traveling, but because I wasn't rooted, because I wasn't rooted and grounded, I feel like it waited and forced me to move back home to Ireland to get rooted and grounded here. And see, the second that I got grounded here, felt safe here, lads. Lads, the journey over the past year and a half has been out of this world. There has been definitely moments where I'm like, am I losing the freaking plot? Like, it's insane. If I had been telling my younger self some of the stuff that I was experiencing over the past year and a half, I'd be like, you need checked in to a mental hospital. But I have really manifested friends into my life who are on similar paths, who've experienced similar things, and they really make me feel safe and grounded, and they make me know that this is happening to me and many other people out there for a reason. Right now, there's something beautiful and magical happening on planet Earth where the human consciousness is raising, humans are evolving, we're unlocking these gifts, we're realizing our power, we're remembering who we are, we're connecting with our hearts, we are trusting and we have faith in these higher powers and God and the universe and whatever you want to call it. It's happening right now. It's honestly so wild but so beautiful all at the same time. I am going to speak more about it in another video, so make sure you're subscribing if you want to follow along. Right now, I am feeling like I'm ready to speak up more. I'm so connected to my internal world and aware of what's going on. I'm aware of my blocks. I'm aware of the gunk inside of me. I'm aware of a lot of my programming and conditioning. I'm actually doing a Vipassana now next month. That is a 10-day silent meditation thing that I know is going to really help me bring awareness and rewire a lot of the conditioning in my subconscious. Yeah, right now I am exactly where I need to be. I trust in divine timing. I have full trust in the higher powers that everything is in alignment and I'm exactly where I need to be. I have so much love for my life, myself, the universe, God, whoever, nature, Mother Earth, my family, my friends, social media, you guys watching this video. I have so much love for you watching this video. You're so brave for even having the curiosity to watch this and to be on this path. Like, you should be so proud of yourself for even watching this far, you know? Hello, future Cahir hopping in here as I edit the video because I feel like I'm watching that and I'm like, I feel like I'm making out as if my spiritual journey has been all magical and mystical and beautiful and sunshine and rainbows and heaven on earth and woo! Which, don't get me wrong, a lot of it has, but the spiritual path is not an easy one. I have definitely had really challenging weeks and months and days where life has felt really heavy and hard and dark, and it's really just bringing up a lot of the shadows and the gunk within you, and you be faced with so many fears for you to level up to get to the next stage. And to be honest, there has been moments that have honestly been terrifying and really have not been easy, and I'm really really blessed that I have people in my life that really make me feel safe and grounded in earth. And Mother Earth as well has been a massive part of making me feel safe, like really connecting to earth. Like, oh, it's so powerful. But along this path, I have gained so much tools. I have remembered so many things that really has allowed me to make me feel safe and protected everywhere I go. I really, really, really am conscious about protecting myself, protecting my energy. And I know now that whenever I am faced with, say, like the shadows and the challenging and the icky parts that are inside me, I know that I have so much love and light that I am able to deal with it. I am powerful enough to shine a light on it and to deal with whatever comes my way, you know? But I just wanted to reiterate that it's not all sunshine and rainbows. It has definitely been challenging at times, and that's just a part of the journey. So, yeah, I'll continue along with the video. And yeah, the reason I've started sharing this video and I'm starting to share my experience more is because I feel like I've been holding myself back. Like, one of my biggest things on social media for the past few years is encouraging people to be themselves, to stop letting the fear of judgment hold them back and stop them from going after what they truly want. And that is something I live by in real life. Like, I really embody the most freest version of myself in this exact moment. Like, I was going around festivals all summer, going wild, going crazy, just dancing, sober dancing, and it just felt so freeing. But I felt so restricted on social media because I wasn't sharing this part of my life because of the fear of judgment. Honestly, the past couple of months, everything I was posting felt forced. It felt inauthentic. I felt like I was just forcing it to get content out there and I wasn't enjoying it, which is weird because I've been making content for 5 years. I've shared millions of different versions of myself, but I was afraid to share this version. And one thing I do know is if something scares you but you want to do it, you have to jump straight in because that gives you even more freedom, even more confidence, and it'll attract the right people and the right things into your life once you break past that barrier, you know? So I took a break from social media in Bali there, and I basically was just doing a lot of meditation, yoga, energy healing. I was really connecting to myself, really connecting to my heart, and I was asking my guides and my higher self many questions, and I was just trying to figure out what's next. And I got many clear messages that it's basically time to show up fully with confidence, authenticity, and truth. And this is what I'm doing. And it is scary because I know I'm going to face a lot of judgment, but it's time. I want to help people. I want to help you watching this video, and it's going to help myself as well, you know? So, the name of my business, The Seer Life, I haven't actually properly set it up yet, but we're getting there. It means, Seer means free in Irish. Free was tattooed on my hand in Mexico nearly 5 years ago, probably. And I tattooed the word free on my hand before I truly knew the meaning of it. To me now, freedom is to free ourselves with all of the stuff inside of us, all of the shackles of fear, of shame, of guilt, of conditioning, of limiting beliefs, of all of the stuff that's holding us back and disconnecting us from who we truly are. That is what freedom is to me, and that is what I feel like I'm here to do, to help free myself, to help free other people, and to help people live the seer life, the free life, you know? So, yeah, if you are open to it, if you're curious, then make sure to subscribe and we will go on this little journey together. And I also will be hosting many retreats and sober events and trips and adventures, and yeah, plenty of things coming up with the Seer Life across Ireland and the globe in the future. So, yeah, I will be posting about that all very, very soon. But for now, this is me coming out of the spiritual closet fully, and I cannot wait to share my journey, share my experiences, and share all the mystical and magical and woo woo. And yeah, it's gonna be beautiful. And I'm very, very, very grateful for you being here. Sending you so much love. Have a beautiful day. And yeah, I will see you soon. Bye.